Oh, here maybe you can finish here. Now we stop here. The small truth of middle way says we will call this tomorrow. So today we got a lot of information, isn't it? And yes, see. Now if you have any questions from this, all from the first chapter to the 17th chapter. Yes.
If seeing suchness is not seeing, and seeing the emptiness of everything, can you cross the street and see suchness at the same time?
Cross the street?
Yes, and see suchness at the same time? Can you be seeing suchness and cross the street at the same time?
Oh, yes, no, you can do that.
Make sure the light is green.
Yeah, look, make sure the green light, Don't cross the red light. Yes.
Rinpoche, the wisdom of the perfection of wisdom sutras, there are different versions, I believe, 700 stanzas, 8,000 stanzas, and so on.
Yes.
Is that the Prajnapara?
Yes, that's right. There are so many different sutras. One is called 100,000 stanza sutra. It's the kind of the most extensive. So then there's called 20 stanza sutras. There's called 8,000. And there's this now the contents, yes. And there's also called 700 stanzas. So there's so many different. And there's also called Damin Kata Sutra. Yeah. Yes.
Rinpoche,
Yes.
would you talk a little bit about devotion and the path of devotion in as an aid to direct realization?
Mm-hmm. For example, you see, devotion is, as the first verse says, the devotion is the special kind of a skillful method which can link your mind to the enlightened state. It's usually I say it's not like a guru worship. It's not like something like a culturally taught. This here is, you see something very precious. And this precious is the state, the free from suffering. And you know where you are, the samsara. So you have a strong yearning to reach to that state. And then you are ready to sacrifice anything for that purpose. Then, regardless of the conditions, your devotion is so powerful. That devotion, then, so because the devotion, it cuts all the duality. Because you're fully connected to the mind of the enlightenment. So that unites your mind. That's why devotion is important. For example, like if you have devotion to Panjana Paramita, the mother of all the Buddhas. See that? And you are, this is a fatigued mind. I'm so exhausted with this, all my mental activities. And I suffer helplessly. You acknowledge that, and then your devotion is so strong to that. And that helps to cut all this, all the secondary things.
May I ask one more question?
Yes.
And then, if you would talk to us a little bit about about this practice
as described here as the fulfillment of the Mahayana path and the aspirational bodhicitta.
You're asking me
I am.
about?
If you would talk about how this relates to that as the fulfillment of the fulfillment.
This all is mentioned, all the steps we went through, especially in the bodhicitta section. It went through so detail. What it means, mind and family. And then what is the foundations required. Once foundations are built, then what is bodhicitta? The nature of the bodhicitta, essence of bodhicitta. What is the cause? So you just read this step by step. There's 12 chapters on this, just in the section of the bodhicitta. So if you read that, you'll get complete information. Yeah. Or say, I think we have, the recording here. So like those, so make those, So bodhicitta is one of the fundamental condition to realize this one. Yes. Bodhicitta is makes the direct cause. Because when you're bodhicitta, your yearning to enlightenment so intense because you see the suffering of the sentient beings. You see the suffering of yourself. So when you look around, how to comprehend the solution of this suffering, then you see the bodhicitta is the indispensable. Now here what we are talking is the ultimate bodhicitta. So in order to have ultimate bodhicitta, the related bodhicitta is required. This.
Yeah. Sometimes they describe this practice as Sutra Mahamudra.
Yes.
As opposed to Tantra. And a bit confused because sometimes they say, oh, of course, Tantra is superior to Sutra. But then other times people say there's nothing superior to Mahamudra. So,
that's right.
So the two statements seem to be contradictory.
If it is stated by one person, it's contradictory. If it is stated by two different people, it's not contradictory. See?
So is it just a difference of opinion? Or
the opinion, yes. How they judge, yes.
So who do you think is correct?
Me.
Yeah.
Both may have some sense, yes. Yes.
So there are points in each faith.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Once enlightenment is reached, what difference?
Yes. Yes.
As meditative equipoise is stabilized and the view becomes more countable, one of the things that happens for me is tremendous bliss in life. Experiences of bliss as experiences of light. Quite pleasurable, but they seem to preoccupy my meditative practice and not come back to the race or in the field. What are your suggestions about coming back to the point in the absence of shabby pet every 10 seconds?
I guess your experience could be afflicted. Yes. Bliss. So when it's defiled, those joy, then it will be preoccupied your mind. You're so obsessed. You're attached to that. That's what makes you preoccupied. whereas undefiled bliss is just pervading. No. And then your mind is so clear, you see whole nature of samsara. The undefiled bliss is mind free from all these duality thoughts, I should say, And it's the flavor of that meditative state. When you have, for example, when you have emptiness, when you have the experience of emptiness, then you see all sentient beings as suffering, because you realize the emptiness nature. And sentient beings are suffering helplessly within that delusion. And the compassion rises from there. So the compassion is the flavor of the realization of the emptiness. So that's what's called non-objectified compassion. So that's why I see what you need real stabilized mind. Very calm, peaceful. All these different types of mental activities manifest. Handle carefully. Let dissolve into that. Let it dissipate by itself, without chasing, pushing. So that's unnecessary. Yes.
Vipassana and analytical meditation is not the same.
Yeah, all that we went analyzing the person's self, and we analyze the phenomena self, in the phenomena self, the outer phenomena, inner phenomena, all that's vipassana.
After that,
then this stabilizing to see. So some people say vipassana nowadays, they don't go through details like this here. They're just aware of the walking, aware of some feel sensation of the body. So this is the vipassana. They don't go so deep. Here you see go through, and the total. Okay.
I'll start the vipassana all this time. I'll start the vipassana all this time.
Yes. Yes.
If I have to write a project report or garden or tree, any task in life, I've learned that should not be attached as a result of it, just do it to the best of your ability. But what point of Dhamma can I be applying to doing that task?
Which kind of task?
Any task. The example of the goat and the garden wasn't worried because obviously I believe in the life and take care of the goat and the garden.
Oh, yes.
So how can I do that?
No.
Still
That's our relation here. Like some people think meditation practice means careless instead of carefree. So carefree and careless, there's a big difference. Carefree means no attachment. Careless means, See, so you care, but without attachment. For example, as mentioned, Milarepa worked so hard. He took advantage of his life 100%. He grasped the ultimate goal without any kind of negotiation. From that point of view, he captured the optimal goal, So he cared all sentient beings. See, There's one, especially this one very famous song, he said. The rigorous meditative state of Milarepa and the devotion of the sentient beings, says the connection is the compassion. So he has such a strong compassion to all sentient beings. Taking care of for him, I'm saying, for Milarepa, taking care of the God and the God and the child doesn't solve the problem. The child will cry anyway, Even now it's not cry. That doesn't solve the problem. Again, he will cry tomorrow, next day, other day, So what the importance for him, is give the teaching up how to uproot the samsara. And for him, that's the most important point. Yes, that's what my point is. I don't mean say, you get the food, because Miller never cared the food. He went around asking food, So he cared for this living, this life,
So for the lay practitioner,
yes,
take care of the garden.
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, you leave it there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's yes, as I mentioned, So there's many different levels. Like this morning I mentioned, there's when you practice 5%, when you practice 10%, 20%, 50%, So like that, and you get that much, yes. There's always opportunity. So we never discourage. Milarepa did it, and I cannot do it, I give up. That's the not way. But we take the example of Milarepa, how he did it. And then we admire, we respect, and then we do what we can. Step by step, you see? Yeah. Yeah, there's one man, story in Tibet. He read Milarepa's love story. Emotionally, he was so moved. Oh, Milarepa did it. Now I want to do it. And in a few months, he took care of all things. So he got rid of everything, went to the mountain. He sat there. Well, he started sitting there. His mind was so busy, thinking about all things, this and that. Then for him, he says, this is impossible for me. He said, the poor Milarepa made me a poor person. see like that, you see. Yes.
So, just like you cannot negotiate becoming a PhD.
No, you see, there's no negotiation. Yeah, but you do what you can. That's the point, You do what you can, step by step. But there's no negotiation, Because I remember one time when I was in Tibet, there's people that smoke a lot, So I told a group of people that says, don't smoke. It's not good for your health in the first place. And that doesn't do any good for you. Because by smoking, it doesn't substitute food or drink or anything, except spend your money and eventually ruin your health. So then one young man came to me and said, please give me permission to smoke, he said, And I said, no, I cannot do that, Now he insists, please give me the permission. And at the end I have to say, you smoke or don't smoke is your choice, I said. But it doesn't help you if I say yes. It doesn't help you at all, It's your choice, you want or not. But I cannot give you permission. Because if I give permission, that doesn't solve the problem. It makes more problem, because then you say, I can smoke because he gave me permission. So this is the ignorance. Ignorance is very dangerous, you see. So if you say somebody, some lama, some teacher said, they gave me permission to do this, give me permission to do this, very dangerous. That's why it's very important to know the Dharma. Know how you're talking about. When the Lama gave you some dangerous suggestions, there's nothing, you cannot ignore the causality.
What's the difference between sort of saying, all right, this is what I can do right now without making myself crazy, and then negotiating, say, oh, I can do this because I'm doing this. But I mean, sometimes I really just feel that I'm at the place where I can only be this, or I'm going to make myself crazy. So
yeah, that's what I mean. You do what you can. You see, I can do this much. So as I mentioned, if we can do 5%, we get 5% benefit. If we do 10%, we get the 10%. So we do that. If we don't do at all, we don't get anything. Make sense? Yeah. That's the very important point in the study of Dharma. Very important. We get the wisdom that. So through the experience of this also, you see, in the Constitution of the U.S., they're saying, what is saying that ignorance has no excuse in the law of the law of the United States? Mm-hmm. Something like that, you see. This is seeing, when like a driver made the wrong direction, say, the police cut. Why you do this? If he says, I don't know, that doesn't solve the problem. When you say, I don't know, that doesn't solve the problem.
Khenchen, one time, a while back, you had said it's important for us to know what our limits are.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we take too much on, then we burn out because it's too much.
So you
should just know your
need a very skilled. That's why skillful method. Like, for example, doing frustration out of your ability. That's not skillful. But when you do frustration because from your mind, how much physically can you do? And mentally, always you prepare how to relax, how to let go, as mentioned, That will make you appreciate how to, make you how to do the appreciation. It's good? Yeah. Wonderful. Now, shall we say, first you take breath, deep breath, exhale all our tension. Just relax. And peace yourself. And appreciate, rejoice. So this will say a few dedication prayers, page 32. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage Lamas, divine assemblies, yidams, and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, yogins, yoginis, and dakini, dwelling in the 10 directions. Please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected the 3 times by myself, all sentient beings in Sankara and Nirvana, an innate root of virtue, not reserved in 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara, or rebirth as a Sharavaka or particular Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, protectors who harm, misleading Maras, the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I live in the holy, fully, peace in mind.
May the afflicted mood cycle, headache, ignorance, arrogance, injuries, and morals in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for the moment. May my mind change be more swayed by loving kindness and compassion, etc. And through that may I become a spiritual master with qualities equal to infinite of space. May I gain the supreme attain of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminous of the man as such, and pervading clarity of Dharma. May I in any case gain the supreme attain of Mahamudra at the time of death. By the virtues collected the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, by innate root of virtue, may I in all station beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious enlightenment. May the teachings of great Drikung Kagyu, whose omniscient Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, meditation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Okay, thank you so much. Had a good day.